Well, good evening. Welcome to Woodchip Woodworking. This is, I'm doing a three-part series on this bowl here. Just to recap what went on, this is a piece of cherry. I had rough turned it out years ago. I decided to turn it and make a platter out of it, a small little bowl out of it. I turned it, I put the pour paint on it, and then I got a thumbprint on it. Had to take that all off, and the second video was me taking it off and cleaning it up and re-pouring it. So I got this piece now. So now the third part of this video is going to be cleaning this all up and finishing it off. So let's get started on this. I guess do a little housekeeping. That would be please like, share, subscribe to my videos. Help this channel grow. Make some comments in the comments below. One of the comments that I seen, and I guess if you're a wood turner, you would probably know this, but some people may not. It's what they call twice turned. This is a bowl that was twice turned. So I got the piece of rough wood or wet wood. I turned it to the general shape. I left it dry, and then I come back and I finish it to get it to basically the shape it is today. So that's what the definition of twice turn is. So I wanted to clarify that because there was a comment about that, and I just want to make sure I was clear on that. So anyway, let me get this set up and we'll finish this surface off, and I'll show you how I reverse chuck it and finish the bottom off, and then we'll put some polyurethane on it, clean it up, and we'll be done with it. So hang tight. I guess one of the things I should explain to you before I put this on the lathe is when I had it on the lathe originally, when I finished it and cleaned it up and everything, my jaws, I put marks on the edge of each one of these jaws so that you can see it. Each one of these jaws, I put a mark right here where this fit right into this. So my number one jaw, which is this one, fits between these two little marks. This mark here and that mark right there. Okay, and I put number 1 on it, and I did the same thing for number 4, which is over here, and number 4. So when I put it back on, that'll get me relatively close to center, and that'll keep everything squared up. So let me get this on the lathe, and I'll be right back. All right, so we're back. I've got my Easy Wood tool here, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this out and clean this up, get rid of all this pour paint that's on the inside. Clean up so I get a nice crisp edge here. So let's do that first and we'll get started. So here we go. So I got my Easy Wood tool, and as you can tell, I got a little level on it. That's when I teach people how to use it. That's what we use it for. So this one cuts in the same edge. So all I'm going to do is go through, just lightly go through and trim this out. I'm just trimming out everything that I don't want in the middle of it. Let's see what we got. See how close I am. Okay, I got a little bit more down in here I need to take out, and I think there's a little bit on that edge. So I need to take a little bit more off, and we'll do her again. See where look at that, perfect. Okay, so that looks good. It actually feels real good. I'm not going to have to worry about sanding it too much. So I'm going to hit it with just 120 sandpaper. If I can find my 120. Let me get a piece of 120 sandpaper. Got it right here. I just want to clean that edge up on there, and then we're done. Put it in reverse, and I don't want to touch out here, so I'm going to have to be real careful. There we go. So that part is done. Now the next part, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a jam chuck to put in there, and I have that right somewhere. I'll find that, and then we'll get set up to put that on a jam chuck. So give me a second, and we'll get set up for that. All right, I apologize for that because I forgot about this little edge out here I need to clean up. I need to get rid of all that to expose the wood there. So let's get that cleaned up and do that. So I'm going to do a shear scrape cut on that, pulling it back. So let's see what we can do with that. And I want to get in there, and I don't want to touch the inside of that, so I got to be real gentle. So again, I'm doing a shear scrape cut. You probably can't see it, but I'm taking off such a minute amount, just cleaning up that edge, and you see it's slowly taking that off. And I want to do it, just work my way up through there and clean that all off. So that's the plan. Again, I just do a shear scrape. See where I'm at. Okay, getting there. I got a little bit more to do on that. A little bit here and there, but we're coming. So just keep whittling away there at it. see where we're at. Oh yeah, a little bit more there. I'm going to sharpen my tool, so I'll be right back. All right, we got a sharp tool. Let's make a couple more passes on this and see what we got. You can see the little fine shavings getting off there. All right, I like the way that looks. Now all I'm going to do is round over this edge, take that little bit off. I'm going to do the same thing. Just use the edge of it. All right, let's see where we're at. Okay, got a little bit more there I need to take off, and I think we're good. So I'm going to come up and do one more shear cut. Come around the corner. Let's see what we got. That should do it. That should do it. Oh yeah. Perfect. We're looking good. All right. So I got my edge up there. That's done. So let me turn this around and put it in the jam chuck, and we'll be right back. All right. Welcome back. I will explain to you my jam chuck here. Turn this around. Look at it. Okay. So what we got here, I got a block of wood that I put in my chuck, and I got a piece of cloth on the end of it, and it's sitting inside that bowl. And I've got it with my tailstock pushed up right in the center. This is why I tell you, when you turn bowls or other things, when you mark your center, don't lose that center there, because you'll need it later to line everything up. And as you can see, when I turn this on, it will run fairly true. It's off just a hair, but it's not off significant. So my next step, now that I got it in, I got everything tight. I want to make sure that that's all tight. So next step is I got to clean this all up down to the foot right there. So I'm going to clean this whole edge up. So hang tight and we'll get that. All right, here we go. We're going to clean this up, and I'm going to make some real light cuts because I don't want to take too much off of that. And I just want to clean it up. So I'm going to start right here. You can see I'm taking a real fine light cut. Let's see if we got everything off that I need to take off. Looks like I got a little bit there and a little bit up here. So we got to do a few more cuts and get rid of that. And I'm going to switch to my bigger bull gouge here and see if I can't shear scrape, clean that up just a little bit more. This is where a lot of finesse comes into play. So I'm going to shear scrape it. When I say that, I'm coming up and I'm cutting right on this edge right here. I've got it up on a high angle and we're going to cut it up there. So I'm pushing it in. And I'm just bringing it back. Real nice and easy, light cuts. Oh, one of the things that I've heard, the video that I brought up, the first part one of this, at the very end, I guess my microphone cut out, so it looks like I'm talking, but you can't hear what I'm saying. I apologize, and that was probably the very end where I was saying my normal spiel about like, share, subscribe, and leave comments, and all that stuff. So you didn't miss anything, if that's what you're wondering. So hopefully my microphone doesn't cut out tonight, and we'll be in good shape. All right, let's see what that looks like. And I'm thinking I'm going to put just a little bit of a rim up here. Okay, I've got a little bit more, so I got to come out a little bit more on that. All right, but it's looking real good. I mean, grain looks good, you know. So this is my side grain here, and this is my end grain, and really looks good. So I'm going to do a few more cuts, and you can see the shavings, how fine they are. I mean, that's how much I'm taking off. Versus when I'm cutting in a bowl, you see the bigger shavings here. You know, I'm really taking away the wood on that. So the idea is to take very fine cuts, very fine. So I'm going to do a few more and come right out to the end, clean that up. Make sure everything's tight. Got to move my tool rest just a little bit. I'm running out of room there. Okay, so I want to be able to come right out to that edge. I'll come back and I'll clean that up here in a minute. Let's see what that looks like. Feels good. Yeah, that looks good. I got everything off there. I'll have to do a little sanding on that, but we're doing good. Now let's go back down and work on our foot. I see I got a mark right here that I need to get rid of, that one right there. So let's get our foot taken care of. So I'm going to grab my little spindle gouge and drop this down just a hair. So I'm going to leave the foot about that size, and then I'm going to carve this out in the center. So we'll clean that foot up, and then we'll go from there. So what I do, and then I'll clean that up just a hair. Okay. Now I'm going to come in here and I'm going to clean this edge up. So ride the bevel on my foot and just kind of pull that forward. All right. Look and see where I'm at. I think I might have that pretty good. Yeah, a little bit more in there, but we're doing all right. I got this out here I need to take up. So I'm going to move my tool rest out just a hair more. There we go. And make a few final cuts here. Hope you're enjoying this video. And I apologize for 3 parts, but when leaving it time dry to paint, pour paint to dry, took longer than I expected. So all right, let's see what we got. I think we might have it. Oh yeah, feels good. As long as we got rid of our marks, we're in good shape. Done right there, we need to work on. Outside of that, everything else is good. So let's move my tool rest out just a hair more. And let's focus on this and clean that up. See what we got. We might have it. Oh yeah, looks good. One right there I want, too satisfied with. So I think we're going to do a little bit more right there. Make a couple more passes here. yeah, I'm happy with that. I got rid of that mark. We're in good shape. All right. So we've got this here. We want to clean up a little bit more, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some sanding on it, and then I'll be right back. I got my 120 sandpaper. I'll do a little sanding on it, clean up this top part here a little bit, and then we'll come back, put it in our chuck, and finish off the base. And then we'll burn it and put a coat of polyurethane on it. I think it's going to turn out pretty good. So hang tight. All right, so we just finished up all our sand in here. Just doing a little bit of light hand sand in here. Last little bit of sanding I got. And then we'll turn it around and put it in my chuck to finish the foot off. So let's do that. All right, hang tight. All right, welcome back. So I got this chuck in there. It's finishing off for me to finish off a bottom of a bowl. So I'm gonna finish that little bit off there. And let's see what we can do with it. So I'll get my tailstock or my tool rest over here so I can get in and get at it. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. I just want to get into there. So let's see what we got here. I just want to clean this up. Again, I'm taking real light cuts. I want to put a mark right in here, so when I sign it, I got kind of like a line to sign off of. A little bit more and we'll have it. There we are. Now let's see where we're at. Oh, that looks good. Yeah. I'm going to see if I can take that off. Let's see if it'll stay in there. That's pretty good. All right, so I'm gonna get my tailstock out of the way. See if I can. Okay, I need to cut it with a chisel. Take it out without moving it. Not coming very easily. All right, let's see if we can take it with a tool then. I didn't want to beat on it because I don't want it to move in my chuck. So I'm going to try to take it out with a tool. just like that. Now, I'll do a little sanding on it and we'll be ready to go, so hang tight. So here I've finished that off. Now I'm just going to take it out and I'll show you what we have, and we'll take it and get it torched, and then we'll put some polyurethane on it. A couple spray coats of polyurethane. So this little gizmo works pretty well of holding bowls as long as you don't be too aggressive. So as you can see, I got the bottom of it done. So let's take it and we'll get the torch out and get it ready to go there. All right, so we're going to torch this in the side here and turn this black. So I got my torch here. And I got to make sure that I don't hit the painted part. So and I'm going to leave it as is. So that's what it looks like. So that part is done. So we take it there, and I got to go down and steel wool that, and then we'll put a coat of polyurethane on it. So let's go back down and do it. All right, so I got some fine steel wool, and all I want to do is go in and just kind of clean it up just a little bit. I don't want to get too much. Just get all the char out of it is basically all I'm doing. All right. And then the last thing we need to do is wipe it down with a little bit of water to get all our dirt and everything else off of it. And we'll shoot it with polyurethane. So hang on, I'll get a rag. All right, so I got a damp rag, and I'm just going to wipe it down. Yeah, looking good. Wipe the outer edge down. Clean this up. And that will be that. Let it dry for a minute before we put our poly on it. So while that's drying, just hang tight. I'll get stuff kind of cleaned up. All right, well, so one of the things we got to do is we got to make sure we sign it. So I'm going to sign my name right here. Need to get a different pen. All right. All right. I think it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good there. All right, let's get set up and we'll do a spray coat of polyurethane on it. All right, so I got this can of polyurethane. Now you may not be able to see it, but it's just polyurethane and semi-gloss. So I'm just going to hit it with polyurethane. And I'm going to do light coats. And then I'll do probably 3 or 4 coats. Do some light coats on it. So that's kind of what it looks like. Let's bring you over here in the light so you can see it. You see looks pretty good. So I'll do 3 or 4 more coats of this, let this dry, and then do 3 or 4 more coats, and then we'll go from there. So I appreciate your time, effort, joining me in my channel. Allow the channel to grow. Please feel free to like, subscribe, share the videos, talk about them, send me some emails, make some comments, and you know, let me know what you think about this one here. This was kind of an interesting one. Like I said, it was pour paint. Sorry about breaking it up into 3 different videos, but as you can see, you turn it. I made a mistake. I had to return it. Then I had to come back and let it dry. And now I finished it off tonight, and I think it looks pretty well. So feel free to share. Feel free to share, subscribe, like. You know, send me an email of where you're viewing these from and what your thoughts are. You know, I'm not sure what all I can ask from you, but let's get this channel to grow. And thank you for your time. Have a good day.